We are live and I am super excited. We are live from New Jersey and from Montana, and my new co-host here. We're super excited and we hope you enjoy the show. But real quick, our little intro. Today, we're just going to get caught up and reminisce and have a good time. So we'll be right back. Taking a chance. Taking a chance. We're here. We're alive. Woohoo! Welcome. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, my co-host, my beautiful friend. I love you so much.
Love you back.
Thank you so much for being here. We honestly have been so busy and doing our own thing. I have not seen you in video for a while.
I know. It's been a long time, but I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I mean, like, people don't realize, the more you live, the more you get to know more people, and the more it's harder to get in contact or keep updated with everybody. So I'm super excited that tonight what we're going to do is just chill out and do a little reminiscing. And first of all, I want to thank you for just deciding to do the show. We talked about it, but then tonight I was like, oh, hey, I threw a little something out to you and you're like, oh, that's cute. You want to do it like tonight? I'm like, oh, okay. So tonight I just did the banner, and I gotta give kudos to Ken Walls. He actually gave me a layout, so he saved me a lot of time. And yeah, and then I just made that little intro video. It's probably gonna go, to hey, you guys that are watching, feel free to just say hi. Let us know you're here because this is gonna be an interactive, fun show. We really appreciate you. And I haven't talked to her today yet, my Laura Smith.
Hey, LS, what's going on?
Oh, I love. Hey, which, by the way, just so you know, LS and I are going to we're going to do our own show too. So, there you are. It works. It works. Oh, I'm super excited that you're here. And for some of you, I did post. I don't know if you saw earlier, Cheryl. I did post the video of the interview I did with you.
Yeah.
You've been partying, and look at that. I know, isn't that gorgeous?
I love that picture.
Oh, well, we know how beautiful she is anyhow. So I'm super excited. I'm going to have a show with Laura too, and it's going to be LS times 2.
Nice.
So we're super excited yeah. So, but anyhow, I did post the interview I did with you just over a year ago. And it was a really sweet, fun video. And in case none of you guys remember any of that, I did do a little intro of that video because this will tell you some of the little things that we've done together. I'm going to play that intro real quick. Okay, you guys get the gist. The rest is on the on my wall, but I just wanted to refresh that. But you know what's real sweet is something about Cheryl. Cheryl, she has supported me, and she's been great to me, and I love her so much. And after that show, she sent me this little video, and I want to share that.
Hey, Linny, I just wanted to stop by and say that was so amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you for everything that you've done and getting all those people together. It was just, the show's amazing. So thank you.
See, that's how sweet she is. So I had to share that. But Cheryl, we met, man, it's 3-4 years ago. And I'll tell you what, she's always just been so kind and so supportive of me. And I know she knows what an introvert I am. She knows how much I'd rather just be in the corner and not be out here doing this, but she has inspired me so much, and she's been one of my big supporters. And we did do a video, and I couldn't find it right now, but she was like, I was like in front of the camera. I'm like, she had to like control. I will find that for our next show, like for next week. That's my homework. But I'm like, you'd see that video and you go, there's no way that's how you acted. Oh yes, that was my way. I mean, I was like so much. But after that show, I found a little video that I did that I sent to to Cheryl to say you mean so much to me because I was so scared to go live. And this is not a freaking pretty picture of me, but we're going to be unscripted. So Cheryl, I'm not just putting you on a blast. I'm putting myself in. This is really bad, but here we go. This is truly how I felt. This is tough, but I got to tell you, thank you for being tough. Thanks for being who you are. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Yeah. That was the ugly cry, okay? I was in Florida. My hair was all, and I don't give a shit. The bottom line is you got to know how much I love this girl.
I love you more.
I love you. And then I do stupid things like this since then, Cheryl.
I may not be TikTok famous, but I have never posted a video of me shaking my butt for likes.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Oh, Cheryl, you do you have a TikTok or what?
No.
That's got to change, girlfriend, because we need content.
I like TikTok. It's great. You can go down the TikTok rabbit hole, right? And just be like, scroll. I get it.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do some mashups and stuff together. So
you know what I'd be good at TikTok for is like all I want to do is the dancing and the singing. That's like the other content, forget it. But I'm like body yada yada yada.
Well, hey, you could be doing things like this, Cheryl.
There is just one thing I need. All I want for Christmas is you.
Well, hey, you only sent that to me, right?
Singing or doing something ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Well, if you guys are on here, feel free to say hi and ask us questions. But I want to know how the kids are doing. How's this past year been for you, Cheryl?
It's been crazy. It's been great though. The kids are doing well. I have birthdays coming up, which is great, but they're 9, 10, and 12, and we're getting ready for school on Monday. So my Sunday is usually packed with lunches and uniforms and laying things out and that kind of good stuff, laundry, all the like boring mom stuff.
Yeah. Well, speaking of mom stuff, I found something else you sent me.
Oh.
Ready?
So this is what I do in my son's room when he's not home. Ready? Luke, I am your father.
Girl, and the secret's out. Lenny saves everything.
You are the screenshot ministry, as Lars would say. Yeah, you can catch me in there singing and dancing all alone, even if.
Oh my gosh! And I didn't even get everything out of our closet yet, so who knows what I'm still gonna find out.
I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
No, you're part of the run here. I'm hoping some of our friends that we got to hang out with show up because I have something else I want to share, but I'm gonna leave that for a little bit later. But like you're not busy enough. It's so cool that you decided that we're gonna sit here and show everybody how goofy we are when we're together.
Absolutely. Well, busy is you get to decide what you're busy doing, and this is super fun. So it's kind of like a relaxing hangout with my friends, and even if distance is an issue, like you always got to hang out and find time.
Absolutely. And which, by the way, I think you probably shared this in your women empowerment group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all you girls out there, we would love to eventually have you guys out on our show here and things like that. I'm working on my Roku channel and different things like that. So I'm here discovering people and people that are going to be around the channel and that kind of stuff. And Cheryl, you're so quiet right now. It's like I've taken your energy and you've taken mine. You can't be an introvert on my show like that. You can't do that to me, girlfriend. You got me out of the closet. You got to be out of the closet with me.
I'm with you. I am like, I don't know, like quiet naturally to get me going. I don't know. Should I sing, dance? What you want to know?
No, I think that's why we get along so good, because we love being people person and get people fired and stuff, but we do need to revert back and like be in our own cubby hole and the only thing that gets us out is we love to motivate and inspire other people. So so yeah, you look all beautiful and everything.
Thank you. I'm gonna blush now because that's what I do. My face never lies. If you want to know what I'm thinking, it's probably written all over my face. So thank you, Lenny. I appreciate it. You too. Before we got on here, I was like, Lenny, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
For sure.
I added some bangs. I did a comb over and I gave myself some extra bangs, and
So let's just like, all right, fine. We're gonna do this thing. Whatever. I don't care what people think. So now we're just talking shit. So anyway, I have this picture of me. Let me see. I'll find it some other time.
Yeah.
I was gonna find it. Anyway, so this is my colored hair, obviously, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm 41. I should maybe dye my hair and do something fun. Blah, right? Whatever. And so I went to the salon and I dyed my hair. Like I have proof and I have to find it. Like give me like 10 seconds of me trying to find this proof of me dyeing my hair because it's absolutely insanely ridiculous. Okay. So just hold up for 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I probably deleted it because I was like, oh, hell no, this should have been whack. But anyway, there's a picture of me with foils in my head because I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm dyeing it. Can you tell?
I was gonna say, what was this, a month or 2 months ago? Because
it's like ridiculous. Like, yo, so I get out of the salon and I'm like,
you should have went for the pedicure and you should have went for the pedicure instead, and you would have felt the difference even if it didn't look different. Oh, I see something.
Something my ass. What is something? I don't know what happened, but apparently, like I had all these foils in my hair, and it took a few hours, and then this is what we wound up with. So, yeah.
Yeah, but your hair is naturally dark, right?
Well, if you want to know my natural hair color, here you go.
So you put dye in your hair to get rid of your color, to get your color back, right?
It was like supposed to like light. I was like, oh, can I have like money pieces where it lightens around my face so I can be cute? No.
When I went with that purple, that took forever to be able to get light like that. Now with the stuff my daughter uses, she goes, Mom, say goodbye to that purple. You can't go back to that purple. And so there's just something with our dark hair and what it, what lasts and what doesn't. Yeah, you could send it to me on Messenger and then I'll upload it or something.
Do we really go that far?
Did you delete? Yeah, sometimes we delete pictures of ourselves because we're like, we don't want that. Hey, Chip Cop. Nice to see you on here. Thanks for watching.
For sure.
Oh, and Laura, I forgot. Laura has been in a 5-day Indian celebrating. So, yeah. Oh, yes, you're right. Chip, you have that absolutely correct. We are double trouble. We're just warming up. We're just catching up from this past year with COVID and everything.
See, what else I did?
What's that?
Because I did some crazy ass shit too. Oh, sorry.
Hey, this is our late night. Even if it is 8 o'clock, we are older, so this is late night. Usually seniors are.
No, I'm just playing. Then, I was like, okay, this is cute. I don't really like wearing makeup, so basically, what you see is like some lipstick going on. That's about it. And I like try to powder some shit, right? So I have these glasses on, whatever. This is what I look like without the glasses. I don't care. Whatever. But I got these like eyelash thingies. What are these? What are these called?
Yeah, they just
eyelash extensions.
There you go.
So
beautiful.
Yeah, so I got the eyelash extensions, but I'm like pretty conservative. And I was just like, yeah. So you think people could tell?
You know what? No, we can't really tell because you naturally look beautiful. That's how you naturally look.
So basically, I went and I got my hair dyed and some eyelash extensions, and nobody could tell.
I'm playing around with the stuff here. Which one do we like, Cheryl? Do we like this one? Do we like this one? Do we like it this way? Or we like it this way?
The middle one.
I feel like the eye doctor. Screen 1, screen 2, screen 3,
Right?
lens 3, lens 4. I kind of like this where it's nice and big and we can see that. Yeah, I like that.
Hi,
So
Chip.
then, hi, Chip. Who is Cheryl? Nobody told me about this lady yet. Well, you know what? This is our first night of our show, and she's somebody that has supported me. If it wasn't for Cheryl, you wouldn't be seeing me even doing videos like this, honestly. And next week, I'm going to oust myself on that. I sat there like, yeah, I couldn't even freaking talk. I was like, whatever. So yeah, and you'll have to rewind to see the ugly cry video I made to her and stuff. So, but yeah, so Cheryl is just she's a mom, and she's just an amazing marketer, vice president. Oh,
I see. I actually did get the hair dyed.
so she and she looks the same, but that's okay.
Like here, I have a picture of myself with like nothing on, right? My sister was like, "Please don't post that on the internet." But here we go. So this is like right after. I'm like, no one can tell. No.
Oh my gosh.
Dying things.
Yes.
I'm super.
Hey, one thing I like to brag about Cheryl too is she was electrician.
Yeah.
Because she followed her daddy's steps and did what she could, and she showed them how. And I know another electrician, our Christine. She's working right now. She's working really hard. She's working nighttime. So yeah, engineers and electricians, they're all my friends. What can I say? It's something about us. That's right. Hey, there's a lot of people watching, and they're being stalkers right now, Cheryl, because they're not even like saying hi. So that's not cool. Interact with us because we love that. This is going to be our Sunday night, late night. The kids are in.
Ask a question. Whatever.
Yeah, ask us a question. Yeah, that
not a question, but hey.
So not no personal questions. You'll be kicked off my show. Yeah, we got nothing personal like that, but
right.
But anything else is on the table.
That's always my one thing, right? Like kind of with the personal stuff, right? Like I was talking to Lenny, and she's like, anything kind of off the table, it's personal things, like stuff like that. And there's just some things that I just don't share. I read this once, and it was like, don't post it if you don't want it used for fodder, right? Like if I don't know, some things just aren't always for everybody to judge. So
yeah, you know what? I agree, because when I used to do my lingerie parties, and I've done over 2,000 here in Billings, Montana, I can tell you this, no one knew back then. I could say it now, but no one knew back then that, I was in a very terrible marriage, and yet I was making sure everybody was really happy. And I meant I lived vicariously by my customers. Like, they had a great time. And then they go, well, do you use these products? And I used to say, this was my comeback to that, Cheryl. I'd say, you know how the car mechanic's car is always the last one to get fixed? Well, I'm the car mechanic. And it shut the shit off right there. Boom. So, and
I'm
then
getting rescue tomorrow. Another raccoon. That's awesome. Chip would like for her to appear on your show.
That would be so cool. Too bad it wasn't a Sunday night. We tell you, bring it on. So that would be awesome. That's good work you're doing there, Chip. But seriously, and then I stopped doing my parties when my personal marriage is crappy, and I'm like, and I'd still be happy for everybody else, but it was like I was, I'm transparent too, and everybody just would have known that. What's the matter? I'm like, well, but no. But that was very passionate. I really did enjoy making sure everybody else was happy, even though I wasn't. So that kept me going. So,
and sometimes other people's happiness can make you happy too.
Absolutely, it's infectious. I mean, we've got switches. Either they're happy or sad. You can't be both at the same time. So, let
me ask you. So, what kind of got you into?
Oh, Melvin's here. Well, Melvin, we have to share her because I had her first, but yeah, but there's enough of her to go around, even though she's a tiny tot. But yeah, Melvin, thank you for being here. We'll have to have you on here with us sometime. We're gonna bring different people on with us and stuff. I
Right.
gotta figure out how to fix my stage for 3 people though, because that'll be all messed up.
Mel's hilarious.
Yes, he is.
Every time, love Mel. So I was
Absolutely.
saying, like, with the show, what kind of inspired kind of having a show, right?
Well, as you know, and I think it's because I started with I don't like doing Facebook Lives by myself, but I do like having somebody as a co-pilot with me.
Yeah.
There we go. You're right. We have to share. Absolutely. And you're awesome. I love your energy. So yes, I'd love to have you here. Love to even interview you and have you on my other show. No, the reason why is because I'm going to be 56 here soon. And I've been through enough stuff in my life that I find that so many people, I've had Ray Higdon, Robert Hollis, Nina Moore, and all these other wonderful, Austin Zuloff, all these people that I know, and every one of them inspired me one way or another. And Leslie, can't forget our girl Leslie. We love Leslie, and it's just that I think when you see something in someone and you don't ever always have to tell your story, but people's energy connects, and like you just know and you just love, and I've always hidden the fact that I use that very intuitively to know who to be close to and who not to. And so I just felt that a show, my Live Love Laugh, which I'm going to have updates of everybody I had last year's, is offered to come back, which will be great. And so much has happened within a year of everybody, but having the show, we have found that I love to honor and show so much appreciation for everybody, that this is my way of doing that. And my kids, because I wasn't strong enough for such a long time, I want to have a platform where I tell people that if you're in a real shitty place right now, think of where you want to be, but think happy thoughts along the way. Don't stay stuck. You might be stuck in a situation, but don't let your mindset be stuck in that situation. Just do what you got to do to keep yourself safe, keep yourself, whatever, and be present. Let your mind be present somewhere else. Like driving in a weather in a storm, just realize, hey, keep driving, because, you're driving. This is New York, but damn, Florida's 80 degrees. So, you'll just keep going because you're going to hit 80 degrees eventually. So, as far as the shows, I love giving value, and I just see so much garbage out. And I'm also going to do my little vlogs, and I'm also seeing so much stuff on short films that are really pissing me off. And who here, if you guys can comment here after I said, let me see. Oh, I love you. So like, one thing I don't like, Cheryl, is these people that are doing, and I'm going to out some of them because I'm going to redo some of the shit they do. I'm not going to say it by name, but you're going to understand. I mean, like, there's the one show where this lady is talking about taking frosting and putting it in a thing and having like the Coke bottle and pouring that so you could see what happens to cake. Freaking 15-minute videos. Come on now. You just do your shit and get it done, right? And they're just jerking people along, and then it just gets so fake and just so moved. And I'm just done with that kind of programming where, make it a short video or a presentation, but don't drag people out for too long. It's no fun when you're being live. I mean, even later, who wants to do the replay? I usually go right to the end to watch, but this time I was so mad. I watched 7 minutes. It was too long. I couldn't even wait. I couldn't even tell you how that cake ended. So the only way I'm going to know is just recreate it and do it myself. So it's just, so there's just too much stuff out there. And then what about these skits? I saw a skit the other day, right? This 2 girls in the car. Okay. Now, mind you, we're supposed to act like nobody's outside the freaking car videotaping this, right? You got to act like nobody's videotaping this, right? And there's 2 girls in the car, and the cops pulling them over, and the cops there looks like a fake ass cop, but there's a cop there. And before he she gets there, she's putting the balloon underneath her belly. She's like, shh. And it's like, officer. And he goes, what's going on? And he's just doing all this stuff. And next thing you know, it's like, you can just tell how fake the whole it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd rather see a skit that it was true and the cop saying, hey, can you put your camera down, and it not being like, how often you got to be pulled over by a cop and you're going to have your HD on, going so nice and your mic and all this. No, man, be authentic, be real. The skits just don't work if they're not natural, if they're not caught off, whatever. So, and, yeah. So, I mean, there's just so much that people are watching, and I guess people are bored. So they need to see something that's, true. I eventually want to have a show where, you're going to be somewhere, Cheryl, and you're going to have it live, and we're going to see how much videotaping we can do, to surprise somebody or do this or that, just stuff that people are surprised, that are just don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
So, and also what I'd like to do is have people that don't know, that you say, hey, we're going to be on this Zoom, or we're going to be on this show. And then I want to be able to be like, it's their life. Like, we just celebrate them, how I love to do, and just celebrate and honor that person. Because at the end of the day, all these shows and all these things I'm doing, it's to help my daughters to have film of me, to never miss me, because they can just go to my YouTube channel and find all these different shows. And, my daughters, I'm stronger now than I was when they were younger. And I'm hoping to have a show with my daughter, who's 32, and she's had a hard life, and she's telling me her life. I'm listening. I'm like, shit, that's a hard life. And I'm like, shit, I was there. People forget the kids have their own perspective of things. The kids see it one way, and it becomes their story. It becomes what they go through. So, if you are in a bad relationship or something, do yourself a favor for your kid. Don't either fix it, go to counseling, or get out. I'm sorry. I believe in marriage. That's why I'm not in one. And, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But when it comes about kids, you have kids, it's gotta be with the kids, Like, you could say all the shit you want about me, but I stayed too long and didn't realize that my kids didn't like to see how I was being treated.
Yeah.
Shit. Talk about that. My youngest daughter, she knew how shitty I got treated. She didn't even barely date anybody. And she's 27 years old. Now she's been with the same guy for 6 months. I'm like, damn. Yeah. So I pity the guys that she didn't take any shit from nobody. She was like, no, my mama took shit. I ain't gonna take shit. And yeah, she goes, sometimes I'm mean, Mom. I'm like, well, don't be mean. But it's her clause, like, I am not putting up with certain things, so.
Boundaries. Gotta have them, right?
Yeah.
And perspective. I like what you said about perspective and kids. They're, nobody does what you say. They do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And your kids are like masters at taking whatever you do and kind of like implementing it on their own. So I'm with you, Lenny. I'm with you.
Yeah. And people don't understand. I mean, the kids always walk into something like the Three's Company, right? Three's Company, somebody be talking about something, and then they're like, oh, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, yeah, like if you're watching something, there you go.
Yeah, so like I said, it's one of those things where if you just walk in the middle of a conversation and you're having a bad day and you think somebody's mad at you anyways, shit, that conversation must have been all about me, when it wasn't.
Right? Oh my gosh. I know.
And then it's like, people don't communicate because they are stuck in their own story. Yeah. And they don't want to see it any other way. It's like, can we slice this? Can we like look at this and make it better? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, right? I have a few more minutes here because Sunday nights for me are crazy. So, of course, I got to get the kids ready for school, all that stuff. Make sure that everybody's tucked in. I'm that mom that's like, okay, get up in the morning, everybody get in the shower. Here's your clothes laid out for you. What breakfast do you want? So, I look forward to it and spending that time with them. That I think is super important. Have you ever been with somebody, no matter where, and they're just like this the entire time? Or nothing pains me more than like, let's take a picture, let's take a selfie, let's take a picture of our food, let's post this, let's post that, let's post where we're like, can you be here? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that there are some things that we do like for social media, but my favorite things are the things that never make it.
Right. Well, I will say this though, it really is. It's important to take pictures. I mean,
Yeah.
and
Take a
and
look.
I'll
Always like, our crappy pictures are ones that we won't want anybody to see, the ones that you love, the ones of me and my son Jay at like 12:30 at night watching some ridiculous scary movie that I'm like kind of cuddled up in them, and we're laughing, and or we play. Melvin will tell you like what's my favorite things to do. I play Fortnite and Forza and car racing games and hang out with those kids. But what I mean is like being present at
Mhm.
that time, like truly being absolutely like 1000% present at that time, and I love every single second of that.
Yeah.
I think I enjoy it more than they do.
So just remember, when in doubt, don't. So when you're like, oh, I don't want to take a picture of this, that's what you take a picture of. Don't always take the picture of everything that's always nice, you know? Like my dad would always be pissed off. Why are you taking pictures? And then when his brother or sister or somebody dies, or, oh, it's so nice to have these pictures. You know, it really is like you don't enjoy or appreciate pictures till like years later. And you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had a house fire, so we lost a lot of pictures. So, you know, giving them away or having them digital and having your pictures in all different places is like the best thing ever. So and I wanted you to share real quick before we leave here soon is oh, and I might as well, Melvin's here. So Melvin, you still here? I want to show you this. This is how crazy. Okay, so when we had all met up in Vegas, Melvin wasn't there that time, and so I've I've for a lot of reasons at that show. I mean, not only was I heavy and gained weight and bad knees and everything, I went and I had a scooter so that I wouldn't hurt my knees. And so here I am kind of, oh, hi Lucas. And here I went to the show and I'm helping the night before we have our show.
Yeah.
And while I'm working, somebody decides to take my scooter and do this.
Look at this shit. Look at this.
And Serena say, "I'm gonna pee my pants." It was a
Serena like laughing. I just in that moment was like, I want to ride on the scooter. I don't care. I'm going for it. And it was like Mario Kart, dude. I had the greatest time ever. It was hard to get me off of that scooter, and I really like Lenny. Thank you. It was hilarious.
and you know that's
Like, oh my god, that's so Cheryl Coco.
yeah, that is so, and that video I'll play it probably 20 billion times. That's probably gonna make it on TikTok. It's probably gonna
So great. I was like,
oh,
Mel and I
I'm dead.
Mel and I like last conference that we had, it's the escape for me. It's the before, the after, right? The conferences are great, but it's always happens what happens before, after, and that was a great memory of before. And then after our last conference, Mel and I have some video of us playing football in the parking lot. That was
Mel, we need to talk about that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, crazy is what we need. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys, so Mama here needs to get going to take care of her kids here in a second. Hi, Ricky. Thank you guys all so much for showing up. We're going to do this, I think, on Sunday nights.
He does.
And
if you watch secret videos of me, Mel has the most. He locks them down on Vimeo. There are videos of me like singing. Like
yeah, I still got
singing.
I still got some up my sleeve too. Yep.
No, don't do it, bro.
No, I'm not doing it right now. No, I'm not doing it right now. But this is going to be a really fun late nights, and yeah, it is late nights at 8:30 at night back east. Because I got to keep them safe. But you know what? You can't keep them all in one place because then yeah. So I can share with you. Oh my gosh. But no, this isn't the roast show of Cheryl. That's oh yeah. Well, that's just it. I know exactly how Cheryl feels, so I'm just going to leave that there. But you guys, I just want to thank you guys for being here. There was a video that I introduced Cheryl before. You guys, I would encourage you see that because you will see that on that one, I have many people that had some awesome things to say about Cheryl because it's just not me. I mean, she is, so many people love her and so many people are, you know, we're just blessed to have her in our life. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to close this out with that old intro thing. And I guess we'll see you next Sunday, huh, Cheryl? Ready or not? You know, we're like kind of dressed up tonight, but you know, it's got to be
Next week, I'm wearing my t-shirt. I don't care.
Yeah, next week we're just wearing whatever. So this was just us being a little prim and proper and all nice and all those, you know.
Actually, like, truth be, this is a tank top underneath, dead serious. So it was hot here, so I have this tank top that's off, and I hang this jacket. Like, see, so I hang this jacket right over there. So if I feel like I need to get on something, I'm like, hold on, let me put my jacket on. Like, I'm fancy.
But Cheryl, you got to remember, if we're going to have this living on YouTube, you keep having that on. They're going to say, do we need to send her some money for something different?
True.
You know, and Laura would not allow you to do that either. You know? So, Melvin, thank you so much. Oh, we weren't even fun tonight, or we weren't that funny tonight, but give us some time and some topics. And if there's anything you guys want us to talk about, send it to Cheryl or send it to me, and I'll be happy to make that a topic and keep it away from her until we do the show, because she really does love being spontaneous and just being present at the time. So thank you guys so much. We love you, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.